This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Welcome, Nelson. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
This is Constable Marlborough.
Hold on one moment. Marcia, I'm sorry, you're on two devices and we're getting a lot of feedback.
I can't get off the other device. Wait a minute, let me see. Okay, let me. Okay, we okay, Shirley?
Yes, thank you.
For some reason, my iPad won't let me get on the meetings. Whatever.
Okay, we'll start all over again. Welcome, Nelson. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How about you, Constable?
Do you remember me?
Yes, I remember you, of course.
You were on another board a few years ago.
I wasn't too many to remember. I was on the United Way board, the Chambers board.
You on the Housing Authority?
Yeah, I was in the Housing Authority.
That's the one I remember.
2 terms, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you interested in serving on the Planning Commission?
To be sincere, with you, my friend, architect Miguel Herrera, talked to me about a month ago. He said there might be a slot with the Planning Commission, which would be interested, because I'm not involved anymore. And I say, yes, I think, because the Planning Commission is a very important tool to the, well-being and the development of the city of Reading.
Mm-hmm.
I know because when I was being a consultant for Community First Fund and the Hispanic Center for the Weed and Seed program. I don't know if you remember the Weed and Seed program.
Right.
We sometimes had to go in front of the board for those businesses that wanted to variance on their business. So that's what I told Miguel, that yes, I'd be very interested, because it is an integral part of the economic development of the city of Reading, the Planning Commission, making sure that the land development and subdivision and the ordinances are followed, and that provide good, counsel to the mayor and the city council members.
Well,
Did I answer your question?
Excuse me?
Did I answer your question?
Yes, well, this is good because a lot of people just want to be on a board.
No, I'm tired of being on board, just being the board. No.
Right. And we've had problems. Okay?
Say it lightly.
And I think you're going to be bringing some problems, help solve some of these problems
Yes.
because of your prior experience with the other board and, and so on and so forth. You don't have any problems meeting on the 4th Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock?
No, I don't
Okay.
have any.
Marcia, I don't have anything else. I mean, I know this man's record, and I know he'll be a tremendous addition to the board if he gets on.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hi, how are you doing, Nelson? It's been a long time.
Marcia,
since
good
I've seen
seeing you.
Yeah, really. Sorry, I had trouble with my other device, but this is the way technology.
I've done that
takes us.
before too.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you think you would need to know in order to be able to join in on the decision making for the Planning Commission? And how would you learn what you need to know?
Well, that's a good question. Yes, I'm glad you asked that, because right now, other than being an outsider, that's all what I know as an outsider.
Right.
I know more or less what the board does and the mission, but I don't have that much information in terms of the process. So probably I will need a little more, some written materials of, how the process works.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's very important. One of the areas I want to be working on with the administration, with council, is that when people join the boards and authorities, it's almost like they need a primer on what they need to do to be able
Yeah,
to do that.
that's right.
Because a lot
Some
of times you sit
procedures.
through meetings, yeah. So I'm glad you're willing to learn, and I think there'll be good mentors for you on the planning commission. But planning commission and zoning are really critical to the future of our city.
Yeah. Okay.
What might you see some of the decisions you might need to make coming down? What do you think those might look like?
I'm sorry.
What decisions that you might need to make? Have you any thoughts on things you might need to weigh in on as a member of the planning commission?
Well, I couldn't tell you until I have things in front of me.
Right.
That's a hypothetical question, which I don't want to give you a hypothetical answer.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I mean, it's interesting for myself. When I
Mhm.
became a council member, there was a lot of learning curve for
Yeah,
that position.
bet.
Yeah, and even though I read the charter and everything, that wasn't enough. So I would, I think that the important thing is for you to be willing to take the time you need
Mhm.
and confer with the people that are on the board or other colleagues you might have. The Berks County Planning Commission is a really good resource to give an overall view of what, needs to be done. So are there any questions you have of us at all?
No, not really. This is exciting. Like I said, I resigned from most of the board that I was before, because
Right.
the job that I had before, I was a talent acquisition consultant with Worley Parsons, then with Jacobs, and I had a huge region to handle for them, and I was, very busy. So now I'm running my own business, so I'm more flexible in terms of my timing. And
So what is your business?
I work from home. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Great.
I've been what I always been a headhunter.
Okay.
It just Worley make me an offer that I couldn't refuse, and then it just
Mhm.
rolled back and kept going, and I'm no longer with them. So there's a lot of exciting things happening in the city of Reading. I'm glad to see that. And I always
Right.
live in the city. I could live outside the city, but I always live in the city. I'm a city
Yeah.
boy. So
And that's great, because that's what we need, is people that say, this is my home. I'm going to stay
yeah,
committed to it. And, that's the way I feel about where I live. It's like, this is where my home is. And, whatever happens, we all can shape our futures.
that's right. Yeah.
So great. Okay, well, just keep in the discussion with us. Strat, you want to explain the process, the next steps then?
Well, I have one more question. I'm sorry,
Oh, sure.
Yes.
and maybe you already addressed it. Are there any issues that you know now that the city needs to address?
Oh, that's a lot of questions. No, I think one of the things that I always talk about people, because I go to Allentown. Julio is a good friend of mine. I was in Allentown like 2 months ago, and I saw all the developments, all what the city has been able to do. My concern with the city is we need to do something with downtown, mainly the 400 and the 500 block of Prince
Mhm.
Street. I'm glad to see that Albright College made an investment downtown, but there's some things there that we need more. We need to bring people. We need to bring back more tenants downtown. I think that's what I
Okay,
would say. That's if you look at Lancaster, they have a vibrant downtown because they have tenants living there. And if you look the way that Allentown has been able to do that also, I think even Harrisburg. So that's my concern. More maybe a mix of housing downtown or apartments, things like that.
okay, that was good reply. Okay, what we'll do here, we'll bring up your interview, and you'll be contacted by Shelley here,
Okay.
letting you know the procedure, like coming in and signing this and signing that, and what we're filling you in. But we gotta get this through council first.
Well,
That'll
that's
be
okay.
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
yes, sir. Thank you. Good seeing you. Bye, Marsha.
Okay.
All right, nice seeing you, Nelson.
Likewise. Ciao, ciao.
Hey, Shelley,
Yes.
would you be willing for me to test out? I'm going to leave this meeting on my iPhone and try to join again on my iPad.
Okay, yeah, I'll hang out. Is that it? Do
Yeah.
you want to adjourn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
where is this from?
Hold on.